Okay, so here's my tutorial on how I do editing. I actually haven't even looked at this episode yet. I'm just gonna kind of go in here blind and walk you through my steps as I do it. I'm starting off with the file already ready. All the steps are in the little document that I have in our documents folder. So you just get the steps to get the intro and then the episode. So I have over somewhere, maybe. I really should organize these files better, but this is how I'm doing it, and I suck it. Okay, so I don't have it in there already. I need to get the audio, the commentary for this episode, which is level 5, part 2, Plague Night. So I get the edition, level 5, part 2, Plague Night. I'll just put that in my bin thingy-do. And now I can drag it over to the timeline. And look, now I got the sound there. Oh, ta-da! Okay, so right now I have it just lined up. Let's see.
Alright, and we are back again with Plague Night. See if we can beat Sasquatch Man this time.
Oh,
Yes.
syncing.
Justin is playing.
I believe in you, Justin.
Okay. So, because there's no syncing in there, I really just have to kind of go through and find a place where the sound and the video stuff match up. Let's see.
Yep.
I didn't know that the first time I tried this.
Okay, so I'm just gonna have to watch through
See if
this.
we can beat Sasquatch Man this time.
Yes.
Justin is playing.
I believe in you.
Oh, see, there they say Justin's playing. We'll go
Justin
back to that.
Chan.
Alright, now you have to avoid the bottles apparently.
Yep.
I didn't know that the
Actually,
first time I tried
pretty
this,
well
but
already.
Just looked up a guide.
yeah.
Apparently, gotta avoid the bottles.
I mean, I don't know
Absolutely
why I didn't think of
necessary.
that.
Keep watching until...
This guy's just throwing such a tantrum.
He's
Get out of my
He's
mouth.
an angry Yeti. Can you blame? He's a Yeti wizard.
Yeti
If I was
Wizard.
a Yeti wizard, I'd be using my power to help society.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
I totally would.
Who would do that?
Me.
Do something.
Helping Yeti society or regular society?
Do
I'd
something
like to
so
think
I
I'd
can
help
sync
both
up.
equally.
You sound like you're going
Christ.
for like prom queen.
This is
Yes.
why you guys need to do syncs,
I'm going
okay?
for Mr. Yeti America.
Fucking syncs are
Mystery
important.
Yeti, I think.
Yeah, it's a big...
Okay, so you kill him here.
Hey, look, a checkpoint.
Yeah, what kind of
Okay, so hey, there's a good point. Justin says,
Hey, look, a checkpoint.
so we know that at this point in the video is when we see a checkpoint on screen. So just to make it easier, I'm just going to put a cut here. You get the little razor tool over here. It's literally called razor tool, and the icon is a razor. You can just take it over and you can do that, and you can cut the clips and do different thingies. I'm kind of really jumping in without doing the basics here for you guys. I'm assuming that I have showed you how to do this IRL, at least the basics, and this is kind of a more in-depth tutorial just so you can see me doing the shit. Okay, so we have here Justin saying, hey, look, a checkpoint. So let's find where in the video then checkpoint becomes visible. So probably right around here. He's probably right around here is where he'll say it. So then I'll just drag that over to match the point in the video where the checkpoint shows up. Snap that one back over, and I'll do this.
Hey, look, a checkpoint.
Yeah, what kind of healthy is With that turkey, boy. Yes, you're eating apples.
I'm
See,
okay
that
with
kind
that.
of matches up there, so we're good.
I think it's troop juice. Which we don't need. Right?
No, we don't. We're good.
I don't know, I always like the health one. Some people go for the invincibility one.
Yeah, some people really think the invincibility one is the best, and I don't get that.
I mean, it is if you can
ahead and try to find another point. Oh my god, this level looks intense. Let's zoom out some. Let's see what we got. I don't know. Here we're in town. This might have a place to sync up. It's hard to make sure everything's synced up with you. Don't have even any sort of reference point to go from.
That's
Shovelsmith.
buy that. Yes. Buy that one. Buy that one.
Okay. I think we're good on the sync, but I just want you guys to see that so you can learn to fucking sync things. I know we're a little better about it now, but goddamn is it annoying to try to do. Okay. So since we moved the commentary audio, we have like this chunk of time here before we do our intro bit.
Alright, and we are back again with Plague Knight.
So there's just kind of a silence and nothing going on. So again, we're just gonna I'll probably even take a couple seconds of silence that can be blended into the intro, which I'll do in a second. So I'm just gonna cut it there, cut that there, get my selection-y tool, my arrow, and select this one, press delete, and delete. And you could just select it and drag it over, or you can select this and press delete, and it deletes that thing you do. Okay. So
See if we can beat
okay. So why is that so abrupt cut off? This episode's long, Jesus. Okay. So I need to move this over because our intro is kind of cut short. So if I go back to the intro here, because you're like, listen, just stops. I should be able to drag the clip out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So now we get... Okay, so that's better. And we'll do that delete trick again. Delete! So we can even... I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take some of the silence. Okay, let's listen.
Let's see if we can beat Sasquatch Man this time.
Yes.
Justin is.
Why did I cut off the... This is terrible. This is the worst tutorial ever. I'm fucking up all the shit. See, if you cut too much off, you can always go back. You can just expand it.
Alright, we are back again with Plague Knight.
Okay, so there we go. Plague Knight, Okay, there we go. We're all lined up now. So I'm gonna kind of have the audio of the song. You can see here the waveforms, the audio of the song as it fades out, and then the silence before Justin says welcome back. This right here, you can drag this little line thingy to go up and down to change like the gain on the audio. But I'll also need to move it autosaves sometimes, thank God. Well, we need to move this audio to another track because otherwise it'll merge with this one and it'll be all fucked up and goofy. So let's see what we got here.
Alright, and we are back again with Plague.
Yeah, see, that was kind of goofy there, but we'll work something out here. I'm actually gonna move this up a track. Okay, so you see here, look, the thing is really small. I'm pretty sure I detail in the thing how to make it not look all small and tiny, but we're gonna go ahead and just do it anyway. Over here we have our effects. So you can just double click this, and when you come over here, make sure it's effect controls. I have the scale, hold on, turn on my margins. I have the scale, I think, for this set to 135. Yeah, and it sits just inside the safe area, whatever. That's where that goes. And then we need the little background thing to go with it, which I have called in my files OYBG, orange yellow background. And I can just drop that in there, and it's not showing up because it's hidden behind this thing. You want it on the layer below, of course. The OIBG gets a scale of 150. And there we go. So now you get to see that on the edge of the screen. And what I'm going to do, I don't want to just abruptly cut to that. I'll probably do some sort of fade effect. So let's see. Right about this point. Hi, Tony. Derek's at work, Aaron's at Paul's. I don't make the rules. I'm making you guys a tutorial on how I do the thing. So, okay, so we're gonna fade up to here is where we want the maximum video thingy. And I'm just gonna do a cut thing here as well because it's gonna make this a lot easier to work with. You'll kind of see that more later. Okay, so this is where we want the maximum opacity. So we're gonna open that thing and we're gonna make a keyframe. Where the fuck did my keyframe? We're gonna make a keyframe, and then I should go to that keyframe, and I want to make a keyframe also on the background, and we'll just go forward a little bit, not too much because it's going to be a fairly fast fade. So there's that, another keyframe, and then we're going to cut it to 0. So now it's at 0 opacity, and then over here it's at 100, and it will slowly fade up to it because they're keyframes, and that's how movie magic works. Okay, so next we just have to go over here, make a new keyframe for this one to be invisible, and just turn it to 0, and there we go. And now we get this effect.
Alright, and we are back again with...
Okay, that's a little slow. So I'm going to actually bump it up a little. If you want to make... I'll just... No, not both of them. They're both selected. See, if it was blue, it was selected. So I just want to grab the one. And we'll go back to the background and move it along. And let's try this.
Alright, and we are back again with Plague Knight.
I think that's good. That's a good little fade in. I don't always do those, but I think they look nice, especially when there's a decent amount of silence with stuff going on. Okay, so we have the thing, but it cuts out there, so to make it longer... Oh fuck, where did it go? So tiny. Just gonna drag that out. Make it longer. Keep going, keep going. There we go. What is this? Why is this so... Go away. Okay, so also over here looks like make sure our audio is around the same level in both of these clips. So we can go over here to the effects, go to the volume, see it looks at 4.4 decibels. We'll go to this one's a 4.7, so we're just going to change that to 4.4 as well. So now they'll match as you go.
With that turkey, boy.
Okay, that's that. That's the basics of getting the sync and making it look all good. Like literally at the, oh fuck, what the fuck did I just do? Anyway, literally at this point, it's not the best episode, but it's completed enough that it looks like an episode. And if you ever have to shit something out, this is about the level that shitting out an episode would be. I'm stretching, I'm sorry. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is we always have the the little play heads so we know who's playing at the particular time. So Justin's
Again with Plague Knight. Let's see if we can beat Sasquatch Man this time.
Yes.
Justin is.
if we say somebody's playing near the beginning, I'll probably try to put the head in around that point. Otherwise, I'll put it in like as soon as like movement starts. So here we have the point where Justin is playing. So I'm gonna go over here into my little bin. I have a folder for these. I'm gonna find the Justin icon and I'm gonna put it in. Now, we don't want Justin's head to be huge and in the middle of the screen, so double click to make it movable. I usually put it right around here. I like to put the text safe zone, that's the smaller one, as like a divider, like down the middle of the head. And probably about that size. It usually comes out to, yeah, around 80. Yeah, let's just do 80 exactly. So we've got Justin's head there. So
Justin is playing. Justin.
so right about there is where
Justin is playing.
So you're not just gonna have Justin up here. His little bobbly head's not just gonna pop up there. We're actually gonna make it like kind of fall in or bounce up from the side or something gooby like that. Probably a good amount of time for it to take. I'd probably say between 10 and 15 frames. That's half a second. Yeah, that'll work. So here we have our current position is at 23.16 seconds or something like that. The 16th frame in the 23rd second. So I'm just gonna go to 20. I'll just go to frame 28. And I'm gonna zoom way the fuck in and make a keyframe because this is where I want it to end up. So where do I want it to come from? We'll go back a couple frames. At the beginning, make some more keyframes. Where do I want him to come from? How about he comes from here? Well, let's see. It'll be like rotated. It'll come from here. Okay, so now we go.
Justin is playing.
He just kind of. Beyonce, stop that! He just kind of flies in. But I don't like how it's just like that. So what I can do instead of just flying straight in, I can put spatial interpolation. And I can do I literally have no idea how that word is pronounced. But you can add a curve to it, and it works the same way like a pen tool does in Photoshop. It just kind of like you drag it out, and then so you see now
Justin is playing.
it follows the little curvy thing that I put in. I'm actually gonna make this.
Justin is playing.
So there's that. I'll probably start it there. Okay, so rotation. I'll put another rotation keyframe there, and in this one we'll put them kind of around there. So right around here, we'll rotate them back around to there. So it goes swoop. And turn that. And then we'll end up there. Just kind of like have it like swinging around all wobbly crazy as we're flying in from the side. So here's what it looks like.
Justin is playing.
It's so fast that you don't even see it happening, but it makes a difference. I like to make them have a little bounce as they come in too. So I'll just go oh, 4 keyframes past the point where he's settled in. I'll make another keyframe that's a copy of that and go right about here in the middle. Yeah, we'll do that. Maybe another rotation. So here's what it looks like.
Justin is paying.
See, guys, he's got the little bounce. Pep chow. So he's not just flying in, and why is he still rotated? What the Okay, I don't know why that went away. Tony, I know you're watching this video, but I can hear you in the other room right now, and you're trying to search for Elder Scrolls Online with a voice command, but the thing that you're in is the stupid call somebody command, not a search. Okay. Anyway, it's distracting.
Justin is paying.
I believe in you,
There's
Justin
this little
Chan.
Alright, now you have to avoid the bottle, apparently.
Again, we're gonna make it very lengthy. You're just gonna let it drag it way the fuck out. And now, I know Justin's not gonna be playing this entire time, but we're gonna go through that. We're gonna go through how to change that. So let's see here. Just gonna kind of skip through, find a point where it looks like somebody died. Oh my god, how did you guys even beat this shit? It looks ridiculous. Shovel Knight, beat a thing. It's kind of choppy, but I think that's just because I'm recording instead of just editing, but I've got the recording program going as well. So I'm just gonna put this on pause and find all the points where people die. Okay, so here is the point at which Justin dies. I'm gonna find the exact frame that I want to switch over from living Justin face to dead Justin face. It's kind of hard in this game because the disappearing Shovel Knight, just due to how the game was recorded. I typically go with when the little bags of money pop up, like, see, right there. So, how we're going to replace this, we're going to make a cut. Yes, thank you for saving. We're going to make a cut right where we want it to change. And then, so we want it to change to the dead Justin face. So I'm going to go over here into my bin, find Justin icon dead, go into this frame, or this clip here, right click, replace with clip from bin. It will then replace this clip here, whatever is there, with whatever clip you currently have selected in the bin. So you see it just changes what da 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 da, happy Justin, da 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 da, and dead Justin. So
He just shoveled you into the ditch.
Yep, yeah, I did.
Straight up.
I'm done. I'm no longer playing this game.
see, I hate that it disappears. I feel like that looks so bad on our end. Okay, so Justin says.
I'm done.
So at this point, Justin's done. He's not playing it. So we're gonna make another cut, and we're just gonna have to watch for a little bit to figure out who's playing.
I'm no longer playing this game.
I don't think that's true.
So the way it's sounding, Derek is probably the one playing. So we're just gonna select this. Just type it in, Tony. So we're gonna go over here, find Derek. And replace with clip. So now we've got okay, so now Derek's head, his pixel head, is slightly bigger than everybody else's. So usually when he's playing, I'll take it down by a couple pixels. Oh shit, but you want to make sure you are not making a keyframe. You just want to, so just click the toggle animation thing over here, the little stopwatch. There we go. See, now Derek's head's a little closer in size. Big ol' head. Okay. So now we need to. God damn it, Alphonse! I'm trying to do a tutorial here, buddy. Oh, I can't even see the screen. Okay, that's a very nice butthole. Get out of here. Oh, your buddy. Okay. Okay, so we are going to replace Derek's face. It's replaced. I do a transition from one player to another, so like dead face to live face. If it's changing players, if it's the same player, say Justin was playing another round after he died, it would just pop back over to his normal face. But since we're changing players, I like there to be a transition. I usually do, I pick the white, so we're over here, video transitions, wipe, you just go, yeah. And then inset is the one I use. And you just drag it over and you'll see like how it's like there are things, and then you let go and it drops in a little transition. And it'll do a little transition.
I'm done. I'm no longer playing this game.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how to wrap up an episode.
Yeah.
On our next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, it's not Dragon Ball Z. It's that's completely figured out. Oh yeah, you can do this.
God, every time I say we're done, we're not. Alright, next time on 1upArcade.
Now I promise I won't hit any more buttons.
Good, because that's the end of the episode. So next time on Jesus 8.
Damn.
Next time on 1upArcade, we're
This
gonna
is
play
why I'm
stuff.
afraid. You can punch
We're gonna
me.
fight Mole Knight and things, and we're probably gonna lose again.
Bye.
Okay. So, here's what we're doing. I always make the head disappear, like, as we're, like,
Next time on 1upArcade, we're gonna.
starting to wrap it up. So, I'll take the thing to about here. Didn't do a lot of changes in the people this episode. I'm just gonna create a split just so that this clip is easier to work with. So we'll go right about here is where we can start getting rid of them. And about there is when we can stop the thing. And let's see, where do we want Aaron's head to end up? Probably right there. Scaling, we'll take it down to about 20. So what we have now is that. Let's do. I'm gonna do a Bezier curve, whatever the fuck that's fucking curves. That's the same way that we had him come in. Had Justin come in at the beginning of the episode. So there's that. Let's drag it along, see what happens. Yeah, that's kinda cute. That's cute. It's cute. At this point, I want the rotation to be about there. There, we're gonna be a little more. But there, I want to go way back this way. And then his head's disappearing.
Damn! Next time on 1upArcade.
Like, it's It's so quick, you don't even see all the intricate shit, but...
Damn!
Next time on 1upArcade, we're
This
gonna
is
play
why I'm
stuff.
afraid he will punch
We're gonna
me.
fight Mole Knight and things, and we're probably gonna lose again.
Bye.
Alright.
Bye.
So, this is the very, very end. So we'll make a cut there. That's the end of it. Probably do some black screen audio this time.
And things, and we're probably gonna lose again.
Bye.
Alright, so let's start fading out right around this point. What do I want to do? So... here's what we're gonna do. Drag it to the end like that. I'm actually just gonna do an iris effect on that. And just drag that from the effects over to the clip. And it goes whoop! It disappears. Fuck, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So we can do reverse. So instead it's gonna do this. It's gonna close in on itself. There we go. That's what we want. And we'll just do it again on this one. I think it's like a thing, so just turn it off. Reverse. Whoop. Why is the orange? Why is this not happening? What is going on? What is this? What is that? Okay, let's try this again. Let's try a different iris. It's not working. Fuck. Whatever. I can't even be balls to figure out why it's not working. So here's what we're gonna do scale. And then at the end, 0. What the fuck is going on here? Why are the effects not happening on this clip?
Bye.
It just disappears. Oh fuck. So... whatever. You guys got the idea with this one. I'm not sure why this one's not working. I'm not sure why this one's being a bitch. Let's try one last thing. There we go. Reverse. I'm gonna make it a little slower. Duration, 1 second. Let's do no seconds and 30.
Bye.
Now see, here's the thing. That's pretty slow. 1 second is okay. So fucking run complete. This is what the effect finally looks like. I zoomed in way far, so you're able to just kind of like adjust how long you want it to take. I just like kind of looked at where Derek was saying bye. It's this like waveform right here you can see. And then I'm just gonna take that to there.
Bye.
And you see, oh shit, I didn't mean to start. But yeah, so that's how that works. Now, there's no little suit pop-ups though. So, for suit pop-ups, I actually have a pre-assembled one over here. It's just a mini scene. And see it just, oh, that's the wrong pop-up. My thanks for subscribing or whatever. But yeah, there's that. That's the facts. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But so first we've got Happy Stew. Because I'm very happy that you watched our videos. You're lovely people. Beyonce, get out of the curtains! Okay, so we got Happy Stew popping up for roughly the same time.
Because that's the end of the episode, so next...
So first we're gonna do, we want to make my head huge. There we go. Probably would like to move it over to the side here. A little tilt to it. And then for showing up, probably do, so there it is at 13. Let's see, right here is where I'm looking. That was 13 and now we're at 23, so I'm gonna zoom in and make a keyframe. And go back to the beginning of the clip, make some more keyframes. Here is eventually going to be 0, but I'm going to start off putting it, well, not 500, let's try 25. To 50, just so you can see it better. So there I am, all tiny. I like to usually have me pop up where Shovel Knight is. So my face is popping up out of the Shovel Knight. There we go. And then the full screen. Da 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 da. Aaron's doing the thing. That's good. That's good for now. Next we're gonna have TY. Thank you for watching. Thanks for watching. I'll put that around. That's a little big. Probably right around there. Bring a little tilt to it. There we go. So we're just gonna do the same kind of thing as we did with Happy Stew. Okay, so TY. These, by the way, this little thing here puts a new keyframe in. The arrows, you can see with the hover over, it goes to previous keyframe and next keyframe. So you can always make sure that you're getting on the same keyframe if you need to alter one that's already existing. It comes in handy a lot because say sometimes like, oh, I want something to kind of do something different, I didn't like it. And if you're off by like one keyframe, then you're editing the wrong place and it just gets all fucked up. So let's start here. We got the keyframe, position, scale, rotation. Those are the ones that I use the most. Zoom way in. And position, scale, rotation. Let's just shrink that down to size for now. Oh, where do we want it? I'll probably put it right around here. And for Z. So now we got the little suit popping up.
Because that's the end of the episode, so...
With these, I do apply special effect to it, just because when I made this in Photoshop, it doesn't look like how I want it to. It's not sticking out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use another effect over here in the browser thingy, and you can search for it. It's just shadow. I use, is it drop shadow? I think it's a drop shadow. It's either drop or radial. I think I have it detailed in the paper thingy do. And instead of regular shadow, it's actually going to be completely white shadow. It gives it kind of a glow effect to it, which I like. Now, something I didn't do at the start of the Shovel Knight episodes, but that I've kind of started doing recently. I've had my head kind of like bobble along, like not just stay stationary. So once in a while, I'm just gonna put in some keyframes. Another keyframe there. God damn it, Alphonse! What are you doing? Get! God damn it! Another keyframe, a little further along. Another little keyframe while I'm singing my song. Okay, so now we got some keyframes in there. Actually, that one's probably on. There we go. Okay, so like I showed you before, you can use the arrow keys to hop to different keyframes. And we're just gonna do some rotation, like so, just so that I'm. What the fuck? Fuck! I put it in the wrong thing. Oh well, whatever. So this is gonna bobble around instead. Thanks for watching. And then we'll go to the next one. I can bobble back. So now see it's gonna bobble around. One more. Kind of bobble this away. And back. And I'm gonna extend that out and probably, let's see.
Good, because that's the end of the episode. So next time on Jesus H.
Probably about that long. It's probably about a good amount of time for thanks for watching. I want it to be a little shorter than this. Be sure to subscribe. Just how we did with the changing faces, I'm just gonna divide the clip. Gonna click on it, make sure, and then get my thingies. Here's my subscribe please file. You can double click on it to have a preview up here. And we're just going to do replace with clip from bin. And be sure to subscribe, pops up instead. Now see, I've got this thing wobbling. Just for continuity, I probably should have some wobble on it as well. So maybe to there, a little more wobble to there, a little more wobble there, some wobbles. It just gives it more of a feeling of motion. Don't worry about it that this is happening here. We'll figure that. We'll work with that later. So there's that. Go to the next keyframe. I hope this is boring as all hell for you guys. It's fun as fuck for me. I love this shit. Okay, so this and that. Be sure to subscribe. Okay, so there's that. So here's a
Good, because that's the end of the episode. So next time on Jesus H.
It's like slow.
Damn.
Next time on 1upArcade, we're
This is
gonna play
why I'm
stuff. We're
afraid.
gonna
You'll
fight.
punch
We're gonna
me.
fight Mole Knight and things, and we're probably gonna lose.
Aaron, however, I'm gonna move him so that he is flying out before I appear, just so that you're not distracted by his flying head. You're looking at the center of the screen, you're looking at be sure to subscribe, you're able to hover your mouse over, and not get distracted by the little flying Aaron head. I think that's a good thing to have. And we'll just do Happy Stew Head as well. Happy Stew Head can rotate to there, and there, there, and one more at the end. There. Okay. So back to the first keyframe. Take my wobbly head and put me there. A little more there. It's mostly just play around with it, see what looks good. It takes a little while to kind of get used to what you might want to do. This is the last one, so I'm going to do that. So there we go.
Because that's the end of the episode. So next time on Jesus 8. Damn. Next time I want to.
This here is, I don't want just a regular cut. I want something kind of nice. This, be sure to subscribe. I'm going to get rid of this drop shadow. Put a radial shadow in instead. It's a little brighter actually. So there's that. We'll go to effects again. Clear out shadow. We don't want to search for a shadow. We want a video transition. Probably just cross dissolve. Let's see how that looks.
8.
It's awfully slow. You get a kind of time period where you see both words overlapping, so I'll make it a little shorter.
8. Damn.
It's a little better. I think it still should be shorter.
8.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm gonna save this. I just got paranoid that it's gonna crash. So yeah, there's that. There's Sue bobbling her head around. We're gonna go to the very end here to figure out this is where we start fading out. So we'll make a keyframe here for scale, and then I always like to get rid of the Sue face before everything else disappears. So probably what we'll do, just to have a preview of it, put it down to around 50, drag those along, shrink it down to there. I don't like how sharply rotated that is. Five degrees. Just enough to show some movement. Okay. So I'm just gonna last keyframe, this is 0 scale, there we go. So Happy Stew's disappearing, as is the screen. Be sure to subscribe. I want to make sure that's going away too. Just for closing. So scale da 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 da. This is where this. Be sure to subscribe can stay up slightly longer. It's, again, whatever you feel like doing with it. This is not something that I'm gonna be like super strict about how. As long as it's got like kind of like this similar feel to it, we're good. Just like I typically like it just to do this. Eventually we're gonna have the continue screen instead. But for now, this is how we're doing this part. So here's the full effect.
Alright, next time on 1upArcade.
Now I promise I won't hit any more buttons.
Good, because that's the end of the episode. So next time on Jesus 8. Damn.
I'm actually going to go in. See if I can turn down the volume when Aaron screams like a little bitch.
Damn. Next time. 8. That's the end of the episode. So next time on
so here looks like the start of his yell. There's the end of it. I'm just gonna go in instead of 4.5. I'm gonna put it down at no increase.
next time on Jesus 8.
Damn!
Next time on 1UpArcade, we're
This
gonna
is
play
why I'm
stuff.
afraid. He will punch
We're gonna
me.
fight Mole Knight and things, and we're probably gonna lose again.
Bye.
So there we go. That's looking pretty good. At this point, this is what I would consider the rough draft. This is what I will upload to YouTube and have other people comment on. And see what kind of factoids and stuff we want to put in. I honestly didn't know anything. I didn't have anything to comment on in this particular episode, watch through it. So I didn't actually get to show you how I do little Sue pop-ups. But so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how I do those right now, just for the hell of it, just so you can see it. So let me save this real quick. We're going over here. The first thing we're going to do, we use the Hermione Sue face, because that looks like I'm very know-it-all. Typically pops up down here. Scale's usually around 160. Let's do 150 for this one. So there's that, and then we're going to have the little thingy for the text to go on. Where is it? What the fuck is it even called? Hold on. There it is. There it is. There's my little chatty box. So that goes behind my head. This is... I probably will end up replacing this just so it's something that's more resizable, more resize friendly, because watch this, like, oh shit, well, if you do check off uniform scale on it, the distortion is very noticeable because it does have the circles. So we're gonna just 100 width, 100 height, put it back on uniform for now. Okay, so there's Hermione Sue, and we want me to pop up. We want, so, got 10 seconds of popping up. Not 10 seconds, Jesus, that'd be the slowest pop-up ever. Position, scale, not rotation for this one. Go back to the beginning, position, scale. Oh my god, Alphonse, those are the fattiest fatty snores I've heard. I have the wrong thing. Okay. Anyway. So, typically with this one, the way I make it work, I will do a non-uniform scale, and I will start with the scale width of being 0. But just for a preview, we're going to put it at 25. And I make it start like right on the back of my head. Right there. Oh, don't have any keyframes for the width, so we need a keyframe there. It's going to be 100. Keyframe width here, 0. And there we go. It kind of just pops up from behind my giant head. That's just pretty much like pretty basic for how I would do that. Then we just want to do the same thing to my giant know-it-all head. Zoom in, scale. I'm just gonna make me pop kind of from here more. Scale 0. So now you've got, see, here's the thing. You don't have my head to kind of disguise this thing. It just kind of pops up out of nowhere. So what I've kind of been doing for this is where we have the scale height. I'll start the scale thing as like 0. And I'll put where it gets to 100 a little sooner. I don't know how I feel about that. Make my head hop up first. Not that much. Just a few milliseconds. A couple frames. That works.
Not funnier, except for Derek talk.
Okay, so we have the little head popping up. That's how we do that. Now to make the actual thing that I'm gonna be saying when I pop up. Hold on. Okay, still recording. So the way we do this, we go to title, new title, default still, and then we're just gonna name it. So I'm just gonna call it sample factoid. So you got here. These down here are like a whole bunch of letter presets. I have a couple here set up. Here's one. So you can do that, click the thingy there, and just make a shape. Is that a Natasha? Yeah, so here's some random shit. You can resize it to where it needs to be. You can play with these over here sometimes if you need the letters to be closer together. Anyway. But it's not on there, so we just have to pull it out. All it did was make a clip. We just have to put it there. Okay, so we have this texty thing. We're just gonna make it pop in like everything else. Oh, fudge buckets, what did I just do? Okay, there we go. There we go, it's at full size there. Okay, so then, simple factoid. Beyonce, you make the slurpiest noises. Okay, so for this, we're just gonna put the scale to like 40. Just see, this is gonna work a little different because it's actually the entire screen you're using. So you just kind of play around with it until it looks like not shit. I should probably put Hermione Sue on top, and then a factoid below. There. There we go. Actually gonna put it where? Oh fudge. It's tricky to work with. Anyway, that's what it looks like. Done.
Funnier, except for Derek talks about. Be a lot funnier, except for Derek talks about balls. Almost every other comment.
And then And just the way you've made it come in, you can make it go out the same way. Just, like, shrink that shit. Are they fighting? Bad kitties. You can get detailed with this too. And I'm just kind of doing it just for the sake of time for now, since I don't actually need it in the episode. Yeah. There we go. And it disappears.
Dude, no, every.
Okay, that's my Sue tutorial. That's just like kind of how I do the basic things. Now go forth and edit things. Farewell.